Hello beautiful people, this is Tactical Mind, my name is Loss, and welcome back to another video. Real quick, I just want to say I apologize for not posting and uploading for as long as I have. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. I'm also kind of rescheduling on when I'm doing videos. From now on, and I will stick to the schedule, I promise you that. I'm only going to be uploading 2 times a week, unfortunately. I would like to post often, obviously. I'm sure you guys will appreciate that as well. So I'm only going to be doing 2 videos, and I want to do probably Sunday and Thursday will be my uploading days. I will do those at around 12 o'clock Central Time on both of those days. So if you guys are looking forward to a video, or if you guys ran out of shit to watch on YouTube, you're like, oh, it's Thursday, or oh, it's Sunday, and it's 10 minutes before 12 Central Time. Let's check out Tactical Mind. Again, I just appreciate you guys for those that stayed. Recently, I've been looking at my analytics, keeping an eye on my channel still, and I've lost a few people, unfortunately. Not a major amount, just like 5 or 6 people unsubbed. It sucks, but I understand why. You know, when you're inactive and you're not uploading and you're not, with your community as much, you're gonna eventually lose people, which I understand that. It's my fault that I'm not uploading and I'm kept you guys in the dark for so long. So I apologize for that. And those of you that's followed my Instagram, I've not really talked about my channel either. I've kind of just been talking about a book that I'm kind of writing. Is kind of Siege related, but it's not in the Siege universe, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyways, without me talking too much and everything, I just kind of want to update everybody on my life and my channel and what's going on, just the future of the channel and the future of Siege and shit like that. So I'm not sure if I said it, but today's video is going to be going over team composition for the attacking side. So for those of you that don't know what that means picking out the appropriate attackers for your ranked game that you need to bring. This is kind of for solo queuing players along with teams that need better coordination. You will see me, of course, talk about this throughout the video, but you will need soft breachers, a hard breacher support, and a support operator or flex operator, such as, Cat Batel, Gridlock. So again, let's go and jump right into the video. All right, let's go and jump into the meat and potatoes of the team composition for the attacking side. So first thing, we're going to be going over the roles. So different roles for the attacking side are soft breachers, hard breach support, information ops, and support operators and or flex operators. So let's go back to the first one, is soft breachers. So the only 4 soft breachers on the attacking side is Sledge, Ash, Buck, and Sophia. They all excel their jobs with soft breachers because, of course, that's their role. Me personally, you would want to bring at least 2 of these soft breachers. All 4 of them are also called entry fraggers. Okay, I like to bring a Sledge and an Ash personally because they bring more destruction than Buck and Sophia. I like to bring Ash over Sophia because Ash has 3 breaching rounds, which means she can destroy 3 bulletproof utility from a distance, versus Sophia can only do 2. Sophia also has 2 concussion grenades, but in my opinion, Ash is more valuable in a destructive way. They also both have Claymore and breaching charges. Depending on the map, I like to bring breaching charges on Ash for the most part. Sledge, I like Sledge because, of course, he has a hammer. Sadly, he cannot destroy ceilings such as Buck can, but the trade-off for that is Sledge has the ability to destroy bulletproof utility that Buck cannot. Buck doesn't have nades anymore, so he can't do that. Sledge has his hammer and frag grenades, which of course makes him a very strong and still a very solid operator that's still played to this day. Played frequently to this day, I should say. So for example, what I mean by he can destroy deployable shields, Maestro cameras, any destructible utility that's bulletproof, right? So I like to bring Sledge and Ash for the 2 soft breachers, aka entry fraggers for my team. Moving on to hard breachers. So for hard breachers, we have Thermite, Hibana, Maverick, and Ace. Again, all 4 of these are really good at doing their job. Maverick is the slowest one about all of them, obviously, because he has Breach Torch. He doesn't have any explosives such as the other 3 hard breach operators. Although he is the only hard breach that has a frag grenade, versus the other guys only have flashbangs like Hibana and Thermite, while Ace only has breaching charges and smokes. To further clarify, I like to bring, depending on the map, If a map has a lot of hatches, such as Bank, and you're attacking Vault, there's a total of 5 hatches to open up. 1 in Skylight, 2 in Open Area, 1 in Elevator, and 1 in Banana Desk. That's 5. Hibana is able to open up all of those hatches. Okay. Although service hatch in Skylight is not really a priority to open up, just take over Blue Stairs, and closing up the hatch, even if it's reinforced, will be good to watch your flank. Right? It just gives you another angle not to worry about. At least that's how I think of it. Thermite is, of course, the default, great at opening up just a normal wall. He can open up hatches, although Hibana is usually the queen for that, which is why she's called the Queen of Hatches. As for Ace, Ace is the most versatile. He can open up a hatch, although requires 2 of his Aqua Breaches, versus, Hibana can only take 4 of those from her pellets. Now for Heartbeat support, we have Thatcher, Twitch, Maverick, and Kali. All 4 of these Heartbeat support operators are, once again, most of them are good at their job. The strongest, of course, out of all of these is Thatcher, as where his EMP grenade. His EMP effects last for 15 seconds. Although we all know that in ranked games, he is banned 99% of the time. The only time you won't really see a Thatcher ban is sometimes on Coastline. A lot of people like to downplay Coastline for Heartbeaters because they're like, they didn't really open up the wall, blah, blah, blah. It depends on the level of play you're at. I am a consistent Plat 3 player. Even then, people are like, you don't need a Thatch for this. Me, every opportunity that Thatcher's open up, play him. Even if it's on Coastline, and even if you don't have a Heartbeater on your team, Thatcher's still good for disabling gadgets, which is a huge amount, about 70%. I think last time I calculated it was like 78% of the defender's utility is electronic base. Smoke, Mute, Pulse, Kapkan, Jaeger, Bandit, Alibi, Maestro, Vigil, Ella, Legion, Echo, Valkyrie, Clash, Kahid, Mozzie, Warden, Womai, Melusi, Aruni. That's so many operators that Thatcher can affect. I'm going to go on a rant if I continue more. Pretty much I'm saying pick Thatcher if he is open in a ranked game. He is very beneficial, and he is a very strong operator to play as. Twitch, in my opinion, is the weakest out of all the 4. People might be saying, I'd rather play Twitch for Heartbeat support rather than Kali, but Twitch is so much easier to counter from all these operators, right? Thatcher will be banned, but the other 2 will be up on the board for sure. Sometimes Maverick will be banned, but it's usually Thatcher's open, so it depends on the map. Without getting too complicated though, Twitch is the weakest because she relies on drone holes, which are typically placed next to those the main walls on the objectives that defenders have to defend, right? Sometimes they might have a Mute. Most of the time they have a Bandit with barbed wire just to electrify the drone hole itself, so the shock drone can't get in there at all. There's just too many ways to counter shock Twitch's drone to where she's not reliable at all. So I will not rely on Twitch as a reliable hard breach support operator. Maverick is, of course, he's a mix of a hard breacher himself along with hard breach support, since he can get in there without any help from any other operator, right? And again, Kali, her LV explosive lance can dig through reinforcements and destroy any other utility on the opposite side, helping the defenders protect that wall from staying electrified or mute and jammed. Typically, when you're bringing hard breach support, you want at least one of these operators, again, given on the map, but pretty much any map, you're going to want to play or bring one of these operators. Usually, you always want a Maverick. Since once more, Thatcher would be banned, Twitch is not reliable, and Kali is a really skillful operator to play as, and not a lot of people are comfortable with her, including myself. I'm shit with her. So I usually bring a Maverick instead. He also has 2 great primary weapons, in frag grenades and claymore, which of course you should bring frags because it's good for getting kills, along with clearing and destroying out utility. So this is still a role. It's considered kind of like a sub role, but these are information operators. So operators such as Montaigne, Blitz, IQ, Jackal, Dokkaebi, Lion, Nomad, Gridlock, Iona, and Zero. They either help out with the attacker's entry fragging with roam clearing, and or just hard pings such as Zero's cameras, which of course updated constant intel for the attacking team. Usually you want to bring at least one of these operators. Jackal is the most banned because he is the most annoying out of all of them, I agree with. He also has a very strong gun. So if Jackal's up on the board, I would bring him. I am kind of not seeing toxic operators anymore. You're just bringing ops that you need to win the game. I feel like we kind of need to get rid of the toxicity thing. Sure, they're considered toxic because they're hard to fight up against. That's why Jackal, Blitz, Lion, Dokkaebi, and Montagne are considered toxic ops along with Ying because they're all annoying and they're hard to fight against as a defender. But they're strong and they're all underrated. Um, Especially Dokkaebi and Lion. God, especially if you're a Lion player. Um, if you're that guy that uses a Lion skin after the prep phase for every single round, don't. I never understood what the point of that doing is. I don't know if you're trying to catch the defenders off guard or just know immediately where everyone else is on the map. By the time you get into the map, their position is going to be changed already because around 20, 30 seconds has passed before you even enter the building, right? Just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to ridicule anyone or criticize anyone. Of course, I'm just here to help out and educate people. The way I like to play Lion is 3 scans. One, I like to use the first scan for roam clearing, right? So for all of the attacking operators to safely enter the building if they need to, and use that scan to kind of secure and lock your position in, right? The second scan I like to use when you're actually attacking down onto the site and you've successfully done that and the diffuser planted. And I like to use the third scan when the diffuser's down and the clock is ticking to waste a little bit more time in order to catch the defender off guard and to kill them overall. That's how I like to play Lion. That's how I like to use them. Use the same way with Dokkaebi. Again, she only has 2, not 3. So when you enter the building, maybe call, help look, hear out for the defenders or the roamers. Excuse me. And of course, the second call you would use when you're being aggressive or making your push in the site and make it harder for the defenders to either choose to fight or turn off their phone. So without bringing in detail than anybody else, usually want to bring one of these operators. I personally like to bring Nomad for the situation. Nomad and Gridlock are such great operators because they're pretty much attacking trap operators. And we don't really have that on the attacking side. If you go to defenders, there's so many trap operators, right? You got Smoke, Kapkan, you have Ella, Legion, Frost. You have all these trap operators, Goyo, Melusi, Aruni. There's such a heavy trap utility, trap meta on the defending side. That's why I love, and that's why my main is pretty much Nomad. Hence why I also have her as my profile picture, because she's fucking amazing. She's great for solo queuing as well. So without getting off topic too much and just ranting overall, you want at least one of these to cover your position, your flank, and to help you roam clear and get intel pretty much overall. Alright, last but not least, we have our support and or flex operators. So operators such as Thatcher, Glaz, Fuse, Blackbeard, Capiteo, Ying, Finka, Nomad, and Gridlock. Like what I said, Nomad and Gridlock are great for watching your flanks without actually being there, and they can focus their attention and their gun on somewhere else to either help for this plant or help in other situations. Blackbeard is good for locking down lines of sight. You would use him see played a lot usually on coastline. He will lock down the hookah window and watch to rotate from billiards from anybody passing along with anybody in that doorway. Capitail is great for watching the plant along with helping post plant. Of course, the smoke grenades or smoke bolts, sorry, will block lines of sight, and the fire bolts, of course, will prevent or deteriorate at least any defenders trying to cross into them. Thatcher is once more usually banned, but of course everybody knows what he's used for. Fuse is good for utility dumping, and he's usually great for soft maps such as Coastline and Cafe. Especially Cafe, you always want to bring a Fuse on that map. He will destroy a lot of Jaeger DSs, Mew Jammers, just any utility overall. Glaz is kind of situational. You can bring him in situations on maps such as like Coastline, to where you can watch Hookah Big Window, along with Kitchen Service for those default plant spots. Ying is good for clearing out rooms, either by herself or with the whole team, and she can be very aggressive with the gadgets and weapon that she has. So overall, I kind of did a little explanation of all these operators. Once again, you want to bring at least one of these ops. Capitail is very underrated, and he needs to be played more. His guns are very solid. He has an LMG, he has an AR. They both have the same stats. Only difference is the ammo capacity and recoil pattern, but both don't really have a lot of recoil. So just bring one of these operators when you're doing support and flex. operators. Blackbeard is also very situational, just like Glazes. He's not used or played on every single map. So it's not quite done in the video yet, but pretty much this is to sum up all what I was saying. And for team composition as an attacking side, you want to have a little bit of each of those categories. Pretty much what I was saying in the beginning. So for my 5 sacrifice team, you generally want to bring is Sledge, Ash, Maverick, Hibana, and Nomad. I took one of those operators from every one of those categories, sometimes 2, such as I took 2 soft feeders and 2 hard breachers, and then 1 support operator, right? Another combination you can do is a Buck, Sophia, Thermite, Maverick, and a Lion. You see what I'm saying? So 1 support, 2 soft, 2 hard to get you in. That's pretty much all. Alright, that's coming out for today's video. I hope everybody enjoyed today's detailed breakdown of team composition of attackers and who you want to bring. A lot of the times when you're solo queuing and ranked, I know a lot of my Gold 1 and Plat 3 players can relate to this. You would play an operator you would need to bring, you know, like a Heart Breacher, for example. But nobody else wants to bring the Heart Breacher support because nobody wants to play that role. They want to play who they want to play, and they don't want to play for the team. That's why I made this, just to enlighten people overall, to show an example and to say, hey, this is what every team needs, right? You always need 1 Heart Breacher, at least 1 soft breacher, a support, and a Heart Breach support, right? Pretty much easy shit, right? Without talking too much, I hope you guys have a good day. Again, thank you guys so much for 600 subs. If we can get to 700 within less than 3 weeks as well, that will be fucking amazing. I love you guys. This is The Lost. Peace out.